Hey guys, today we are going to work on a skeleton character. I grabbed this guy off the skeleton pack for Unreal characters, and anyway, yeah, we'll go ahead and give him a rig. This guy, typically characters don't start bent down like this, but in this guy's case, for whatever reason, he is bent down. So we will just let that be the case. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I've got kind of a little guide here for myself that I kind of worked up, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing we are going to need to do is make a root joint. So I'm going to go to rigging, click on rigging, and I'm going to double click the joints here. Make sure variable bone radius settings is off. Then I will hold X, click the center, and click enter. This is going to be our root. Okay. And let's take a look at my guide here. The next guide is going to be a hip. And that's going to kind of come right up to, let's see, where do we want to put that? Probably here or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate this, Control D, and we'll call this hip. And we're going to go ahead and move this on up to right there. It's not bad. It's probably okay. Just double check how that looks. Sure, good enough. And then we want to go ahead and create 1, 2, 3 spine joints here as we go up. So and those will curve along the spine here. So I'm just going to call duplicate this, Control D, move it up right here. And let's go ahead and look at my guide here. That's just moved up a little bit. And there's the lower part of the spine here. So this will be spine. And then I'll duplicate this again. And we'll come up a little bit more back. And then duplicate again. Come up. And actually, before I do that, this one's going to be, oh, that's spine 1. This is spine 1. Okay, good. Just want to make sure that was naming correctly. Spine 2. And to be honest with you, looking at this, we need a hip there. I'm just going to get rid of these two for a second. Don't know why we need so many. It's not going to be a whole lot of flex going on in here. It's pretty solid, this whole. So really, this is one piece. I almost say we could get away with just this being here. I don't even know if we need this middle here. It just doesn't need to really do any kind of crunching going on there. So let's go ahead. Let's go crazy here. And oh yeah, we do need that actually. Let's bring that back. Okay. So let's move this down to the base of the spine. We want it to rotate there. Then we'll move this one to there. Typically when you rig, you want to look for edge loops. As you can see, there's an edge loop here. And that'll control this whole upper unit. And then I can duplicate this. That's now spine 2. And we want to come up here and let's see, what did I figure? So we've got a neck, head, and jaw. And what we can do is we'll move this to the neck. It's probably fine right there. And then we'll go ahead and do the jaw. Now this guy's jaw is way goofed, so I'm just gonna duplicate this, move this a little bit forward, and move it a little bit down. We'll call this jaw, and this will be, I don't even know if this guy needs really a neck. This is just gonna be head. And right. Okay. Let's go ahead and parent these in. So it's going to be jaw and head. Actually, it's crazy enough. We'll get parented to like upper spine here. I just can't see any reason why we need to put more spine joints in there. When you're rigging, you want to make sure that you rig as little, just tapping P here to parent these in. I want to use as little joints as possible to get the maximum amount of control. Alright, let's go ahead and click another joint here, hold X and click. And this one's going to be our leg, okay, for right leg. We want to put that in on his right. So we're going to move that up, move that over, tapped F there to zoom in. Let's go ahead and move that to the bone here. Looks pretty good. Our leg there. All right. Let's go ahead and duplicate that. Move that down to the knee. And we'll go ahead and put it. I haven't moved that in X here, the red. I haven't moved it at all in X. I've just moved it kind of over and down. All right, and this is going to be, oops, our knee, our right knee. And then this, you look at the feet here, this ankle bone is higher than this one, so that's going to not cause a problem, but just make it to where we're not going to be able to mirror these legs, which is fine. It's not going to be a whole lot to rig this guy anyway. So I just move that back, and this is going to be our ankle. And I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this, and this will come down to, you know, the floor or wherever. Actually, we'll put it near his toes. So his toe can be in there, and this will be our toe. Okay. Now we can go ahead and parent this up. So P, 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 and hold Shift and select the other joint, and P. Parent those in. Got it. All right. Let's go ahead and, you know what we can do though? Let's go ahead and mirror it over, just move some things. So select this joint, skeleton, mirror joints option box, and we're going to search for R and replace with L. Let's go ahead and tap mirror. And boom, mirrors it right over. Sweetness. The only problem is, knee looks okay. Actually, it doesn't look okay. Yeah, it's off. So what we're going to do is move this over a little bit. And we're going to grab this ankle and move this ankle down and back up a little bit. And then we're going to grab the toe, move the toe up, toe back a little bit, and that's it. Good to go. Now that is L knee instead of R knee, and so on and so forth. All right, good to go. Let's go ahead and save our scene. File, save scene as. And we go to my computer, D drive, rigging, skeleton. This is going to be, I'm just going to call call it skeleton 1 and save. All right, getting there. All right, and I'm going to increase the size of these joints. Display animation joint size. Okay. And let's take a look. We got some arms here. Let's go ahead and do that. So first things first, let's go ahead and start with the shoulders. Zoom in here and create a, what do we call this? R shoulder. R shoulder. And let me just go ahead and take a look at my guide here and make sure. Okay, we're going to need some clavicles. So actually, let's go ahead and rename this guy to R-clav for clavicle. And we're going to move it up and move it on over. And let me just take a quick look here. There's no way. Okay, so clavicle is going to come up. This is kind of a game model, but you still want to be able to like raise the shoulders up and down. Let's take a look at something here. Okay. So we're going to come in here and I'm just going to, what we need to do is place this in the center of the shoulder. Okay, and then we need to just move it on over a little bit. That's a really good place for that. And I'll take a look at my guide here. Yeah, that's a really good place for that. Now we'll duplicate this, move it back on over. Actually, yeah, move it on over a little bit to the center of the shoulder. And this one is going to be called, instead of R-clav1, R shoulder. And duplicate this, come back over, and it's looking like this is going to be the elbow. Is that right? I would say so. This guy's got like some crazy stuff going on. So this is going to be R elbow. And this is going to be duplicate, move it on over. And we'll stick this in the center of the wrist here. There's a good place to put that. Really, there's really no good place, but that'll do it. And do we need to drop any of these? Are they okay? They look okay. All right, we'll have those come straight across. And those fingers are already gripping. Yay. And I have, whatever, okay. All right, so let's go ahead and grab the this joint, Control D, duplicate, come down here, hit F to zoom in, and we want to put this in the ball of the thumb. Okay. And let's duplicate that. Actually, Control Z that, undo that. Let's call this R thumb. And we're going to duplicate this, bring it on over. And I don't know how crazy we're going to make these fingers. Actually, it looks like we have to kind of go crazy with the fingers. So let's bring it in the thumb. And we will duplicate once more and bring it to the tip here. All right. And one thing I like to do, it makes it easy for fingers. I'm just going to duplicate it again. And I'm going to bring it out to where it points to the direction of where the finger would go. And then what I do is I select that, shift select this P, shift select this P, shift select this P, and shift select this P. And what it does is it points everything down the joint chain. Then I can select this tip and delete it. And then this last joint is pointed in that direction, which is pretty cool. That makes it pretty easy. Next step here, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of deleting that, I'm going to shift P on that, which is unparent. And we'll bring it up and use that for the finger, for the hand here. So let's come in here, and we're going to create a knuckle here. This friggin' sword, man. It's bothering me. So let's right click and hold, go to vertex. I'm just going to shift select a bunch of stuff on the sword, hold shift, tap greater than a bunch of times. And I'm just going to move this out of the way. It looks like I missed some stuff. Move that out of the way. And do the same thing for shield. Actually, the arms should mirror, so I'm going to leave the shield alone. Okay. So this is going to be our pointer, or pointer finger. And we'll move this to the knuckle. And we'll duplicate that, move it on over to this knuckle, and we're going to call it our middle. And then we'll duplicate that, move it over, and we'll call it our pinky. Move that on over right there, and we'll call this our pinky. Pinky. I guess that's how you spell pinky. And now this is the easy part, kind of. Gonna duplicate this, Control D. Move forward and down. And then I'm just gonna line up these vertices here and put it there. Then I'm gonna duplicate it again, move it on down. Oops. To the up there. Yep. All right. Now this one, I'm going to duplicate. Duplicate again. Just make sure we got it in the right spot. Look, there's edge loops along the fingers. Just follow the edge loops. And we're going to duplicate this. Move it on over. And we're going to move it on down. Let's go with that. Alright, so now let's go ahead and parent these in. So select this, shift, shift, parent, hold shift, parent. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, let's go ahead and shift select these three, Control D, and move that. Oops. Shift select these before I parent them, Control D, move them down. And each one of those, just move over a little bit. That should be fine. Select these, select this, parent. Oops. Select this, this, parent, this, parent, this, that, parent. Then we can delete the tip. And we will repeat this process. Shift, shift, parent, select parent, shift, parent. And I'm selecting this, then holding shift, selecting that, then tapping parent P for parent. Delete the tip. And last one, select this, hold shift, oops, hold shift, parent, select this, hold shift, parent, select this, hold shift, parent, select this, hold shift, and parent. Delete. Okay. Got our hand. Hold shift, parent it to the elbow, hold shift, parent it to the shoulder, hold shift, parent it to the clavicle, hold shift, parent it to the torso. Alright, now we got an arm. Now somehow, some way, this is bothering me, so I'm going to move that forward to the center there. So I'm going to go change this to rigging, this drop down here, and go to skin, move skin joints, and what that does is it keeps the joints in place that are attached to this elbow, but allows you to move the elbow forward. Then just click that like that, click the arrow, and you are out. Now what we can do is select the arm, and we can go to, we're going to do one more thing, actually. We're going to give it this sword a sword joint. So I'm just going to come down here, hold X. I like using the grid for to create joints, because if you create them in other places, they sometimes they can just be created like way out in space, and you're like, oh wait, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm just going to come down here and just stick it in the center of his hand, and that one will be sword, and we'll parent that right into the hand. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is select the clavicle and skeleton, mirror, joints, option box. Again, we're going to keep our same settings and apply. And got the good news and bad news. The good news is the fingers are not perfectly mirrored, which is awesome. So what we will do, we need to get this shield out of the way. Actually, no, I really don't. Let's take a look from the top view here. Clavicle is going to be fine. Shoulder looks okay. Sometimes these modelers, they just... Elbow looks okay. Hand is off. So let's grab the hand. We'll go to skeleton, skin, move skin joints. And what we're going to do is move don't want to do that, actually. Just kidding. We're just going to move it regularly, so it moves all the joints. So let's go ahead and, oh my goodness. Yay. All right, before we do that, undo. Let's get this shield out of the way. This is just tragedy of right-click, select vertice, and let's go ahead and if you hold Control and Shift, you can select multiple things. Hold Shift, tap the greater than symbol. Let's get this out of here. Okay, we're missing a lot of stuff here. Hold Shift and Control. Shift and Control. Shift and Control. I knew that was going to happen. So you just want to make sure you get the right stuff. So hold Shift and Control here. And need this, need this. Alright, let's try it out. Gosh, there's so many pieces to this thing. Okay. Holy moly, what did they do? What did they do? Good Lord. Okay. Getting warmer. Looks like there's some. I'm holding Shift and Control. There we go. Am I missing anything else? Yeah, it looks like a couple bars here. So let's come in here. And I'm just gonna yeah, we got it all. Okay. So what I'm gonna do with this is just move it out in space. Alright, now let's focus on getting this in here properly. So alright, not crazy about the placement of the elbow, but let's just move that into place. And not crazy about it, but we'll put it there. Now let's check on these fingers. Oh my goodness, okay. Let's just go ahead and move them one by one. Is that in the ball? So, thumb looks alright. Thumb could go up a little bit. This could go up a little bit. And in general, these are, you know, they're kind of pointing in the right direction, so we're okay. And then this will be called shield, the weapon joint. Now fingers, let's move those up. Feeling like are these generally in the right place? Gosh. Actually, yeah, they look like they're alright. Let's select these guys. Those actually look alright. actually, I'm wrong. These need to be moved back a little bit. Let's move them back and up. These guys can, yep. And then these guys will be, those actually look okay. Crazy. All right. Got that ready to go. Yes. Okay, cool. That is all the joints we need for this character. And what we're going to do is, let's break these weapons out. So I'm going to select the weapons, come over here to polygons. And we're going to go separate. And we will select separate. And let's say we'll select this whole shield, mesh, combine, and select the sword, mesh, combine. Now the sword and the shield are separate from the skeleton. Tap 6 there to see the, we'll do a modify center pivot on these, and we know that I just moved that over. I'm just going to move that on over. It doesn't have to be perfect. There's good and there's good enough. And then this shield, now again, we'll just move that over. Hit F to zoom on in. And we can move that right into the hand. That fits pretty dang well. So what we'll do is we will leave those as is. Everything else looks fine. Let's save this file. Save scene as, and we'll save this as skeleton 2, save. And let's just double check the skeleton. Looks good to me. Oh, ha. There is a sash here. Let me take a look at my, so just one up there, 2, 3, 1. All right, so let's go ahead and start with actually, you know what we're gonna do? Might not be a bad idea to break this sash out. Not like it's gonna be a big deal, but holding shift and selecting like that. I don't know if this is gonna work because it's actually all connected. Yeah, that's all connected, so you know what, forget it. Let's just go ahead and skin this thing. I'm going to go back to rigging, go to rigging and create a joint. And this will be called sash. And let's go ahead and center this in X. Come up here and that's pretty good. That's actually, that's all right. And then we'll duplicate that, put another one, duplicate that, put another one, duplicate that, put it here. And that should do. I mean, I actually don't even need this guy. So let's parent these in. That will parent to the hip, like so. That should bend just fine. All right, so let's go ahead and select our guy built here. Another cool thing that you can do is you can go to shading, X-ray joints. Actually, I don't like X-ray joints. I like, no, I do like X-ray joints, as a matter of fact. That's what I do like. Control S to save. Select the skeleton. Shift select the not the skeleton, but the mesh here, not the actual skeleton. Select the sword, select the shield, all at one time. Edit, delete by type history, modify, freeze transformations. And keep that selected. Shift select the character, and we're going to go to skin, bind skin option box. We're going to come down here, and we're going to uncheck remove unused influences. Go ahead and bind. Now let's go ahead and save this as skeleton 3. Notice how I keep incrementally saving. Very very good. All right, so first step, let's start with the easy stuff. Easy stuff is going to be flooding. So we'll select the shield and select the shield, double click our paint skin weights tool, and let's go ahead and find their sword. Let's find shield and flood. Now let's find sword, double click paint skin weights tool. I know where it is, all the way down at the bottom, sword and flood. All right. So what's cool is you grab that sword joint, that moves, and you grab the shield joint, and that moves. It's moving other stuff, so let's fix that. I'm going to break this window out here. Show. We're going to be using this often. I'll actually just put it over here. So I'm going to turn off joints, and I'm just going to come over here, and I'm going to select a bunch of joints in here. I'm going to double click the paint skin weights tool. I'm going to find the shield joint, which is here, and I'm going to you see how some white is affected here by the shield joint. I'm going to take the value to 0 and hit flood. Now it becomes black. Okay. And now let's go ahead and bring the joints back here. Grab the shield joint and move it. Moves just shield. Let's do the same thing for the sword. Come over here. Select the sword. Turn off joints. Select the hand. I'm just going to grab a chunk of verts here on the hand. Double click the paint skin weights tool. Find the sword joint. Make sure values at 0. Flood. Okay. Bring back my joints. Now come over here. Grab the sword joint. Move it around. Tap W to move. And no longer. All right. Okay, so let's get going here. Where to start? Where to start? Okay, easy stuff is always a good place to start. Let's do the jaw. Jaw looks pretty easy. So let's grab some vertex in the jaw. Hold Shift, tap greater than a bunch of times. Grab that. Move this around. Oh gosh, this modeler. Grab another vert here. Now, this guy really, not really cutting me any slack. Hold Shift and Control, select some of these. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm going to kill this modeler. This is so not cool. I really hope the rest of the skeleton isn't like this, because that is not cool. Okay. Oh man. I just don't even know. Okay, let's try and make this a little easier on ourselves. So I'm gonna turn off joints. And I'm just going to like hold shift and select this stuff. Come around here, hold shift, select this stuff, hold shift and select this stuff. Now hold shift, tap greater than a bunch of times. Let's see if we can just move the head. Looks like they got parts of the neck too. Gosh. Okay. The whole goal is to come in here and just get that jaw. And it's just, they're just not making it easy for us here. Gosh. Just gotta kind of go, hold shift and control and select this vert. Gosh. I really, really hope the rest of the skeleton isn't like this, because this is a problem. Okay, we're making progress here. We got one more little triangle right there. Let's figure out where that's at. Got it. Got some teeth back here. Got it. All right, got the jaw. Well, good news and bad news. Got the jaw, but where is my rigging? Am I running out of memory over here? I might be running out of memory. That's not good. So I have these jaws selected. I'm going to go to, let's see, create sets, quick select set. Just call it set. Really don't want to do this, but save scene. Really hope I get this back. So I'm just going to close Maya here. Reopen Maya. I'm not sure why that shelf went away. Open up Mr. Skeleton, go to sets, do select, quick select sets, awesome. Double click my paint skin waste tool, and we're going to find the jaw, which is here, and we're going to set the value to 1 and flood. Wow, that was truly, truly a Yeah, that was a lot. Okay. Now head, we need to do that. So let's come in here, select all this, hold shift, tap the greater than, and start on our journey of, okay, that's actually not that bad. Okay. And just another little piece here. And yeah, got it. Double click the paint scan weights tool. Let's find the head. All right. So as you can see, the head is affecting some of this other stuff in here, so we don't want that. So let's come in here and let's come in here and get this neck. And of course. All right, got the neck. Now let's come in here and get the rest of this stuff. So let's see where this takes us. Hold shift and might get me here. Guess this is like a big chunk of armor. Now that whole piece, okay, this is just skeleton, such a disaster. This is a good test though. All right, and I just hope it doesn't like break apart when we are trying to move it. Yeah. That looks good. That looks good. Let's actually test the head. So, okay, I actually don't hate that. I just don't want the joint to be, the jaw to be rotating, all that stuff. So let's, and I don't want the head to be rotating any of the chest. All that other stuff it can mess with. And that's fine, that's good. Alright, so let's, I'm going to go to, why? Go to view, there's the shading, wireframe on shaded. What this is going to do is show me what verts are moving. So I can see right away that these two and these two, hold control, deselect that, are moving. So what we're going to do is we're going to have those selected. And I'll just select the tip of these two, tap T to make the manipulator go away, hold shift. It's not going to do what I want it to do, but actually let's try something. Okay, yeah. Select this, select this. Let's paint skin weights tool. And, oh man, might as well select these while we're at it. And the paint skin weights tool. And you can see where all these are affecting it. Man, really? We just need to go through here and select these. I'm just holding shift and selecting these. And the selector here kind of snaps to the verts, which is pretty cool. I don't know why I'm going all the way out here, but I am, so yeah, let's go ahead and double click this, and I can see it's getting a bunch of other stuff there, but let's just find the head joint, which is oh, it's neck, I guess. Where is that joint? Hip, leg, knee, toe. Let's find it. I'm just going to use my arrow tool here. Head. There it is. Take it to 0 and flood. That's odd. Why did that do that? Oh, caps lock was on. Okay. I'm going to find the head here and flood. See how they turn dark when you select those. This just looks like it's going to be trouble. So we're not going to be as precise. What we're going to do is use our painter here. So hold B, middle mouse. Oh, no. Hold B. Hold B and okay, let's just running into all kinds of problems. Okay, we're just going to increase the brush size here. We have our value set on 0, and what I'm going to do is just select the object and double click my paint skin layouts tool. Head is and I'm going to hide the joints, and I'm just going to paint these weights out because it's way easier. Don't want the head to affect any of this stuff. Nothing. Head doesn't even affect any of this. None of this. And as you paint, Oh my gosh. Now if you hold B and left click and drag, that does that. It makes it bigger. And I'm just gonna do all this stuff. I didn't like that really moving anyway, to be honest with you. Alright, looks good. Let's give this a test now. Bring back joints, and we'll rotate head. Okay, now the reason that's moving is because jaw is also part of that. So let's do, let's get rid of our, let's keep wireframe on shaded. All right, so let's double click our paint skin weights tool, find the jaw. Oh my goodness, okay, same sort of deal. More fun here. Gotta paint all this stuff out. It would have been 10 times easier to, as we started this, to select the jaw and the select the jaw and then select the body, the whole body, and flood it out to 0 before we skinned the jaw and the head, but didn't think about that. So, good news is, doesn't matter what you do, there's always a solution. Always a way to skin a cat here. Yeah, just do the best you can here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just want to make sure we get all the white out here. And you'll see as you play with this brush how it works. All right, let's go with that. Good enough. All right, so bring back joints. And what is still going on here? Okay, we got a little bit of movement in the underside there. Let's find it. What? Why? What is the problem here? Aha! So I literally had to zoom in on this thing. Sometimes you gotta do some crazy stuff. In here, I can still see white. Good Lord. All right, let's give it a test. Already seen more. This never ends. Holy moly. There. Grab the jaw. Man, there's something down in there. What is this piece? Really wants that. Where is that coming from? Okay. What we can do is select this. Just select this. Do the greater than trick, and we'll double click the Paint Skin Weights tool, and we will flood on jaw and flood on head. Now let's try. Better. Looks like there's still a piece here, so I'm just going to go to vertex. Double click the Paint Skin Weights tool. Now, just doing my little greater than trick to select a bunch of stuff. And then flood and flood. And we got it-ish. There's still some little piece there. You want to use those tricks that I just showed you to track down that piece. I'm not going to go super crazy here. All right. Save scene as. So as you can see, we are making progress. Now, yeah, fingers are going to be a problem. Let's see what else is going on with this guy. So I think the arms and shoulders and stuff are okay. Yeah, that's cool. Those are all fine. Yeah, that's going to be fine. These guys could probably go without being affected by the clavicle and the shoulder, or at least the yeah, the clavicles and the shoulders. Double click on those. Let's find the left clav, flood 0, left shoulder, flood 0, right clav, flood 0, right shoulder, and flood 0. Let's check the right elbow. Yep, not a thing. So now let's try that again. I'm going to grab these two and rotate. And of course, there's some problem. Wow, okay. Let's see. Interesting. Gosh. Oh my goodness. Y O Y. Okay. Going to undo that. Actually, you know what? Let's just reopen our last file. Because I saved right before that. So I'll just leave that as is. It can stretch out. And that's just going to be more work than I want to do at this point. So let's rotate this. Okay. Now I know that this whole chest piece we're going to want to go to is the spine 1. So let's select the chest piece greater than, and let's go ahead and double click paint skin weights tool, find our spine 1 and set value to 1, flood. That's a for sure thing. And then that little whatever this is on the front, use a greater than tool, this. Okay. Double click paint skin weights tool. We are on spine 1 and okay. More stuff. Alright, so let's come over here. Got it. And I'll come over here. Holy moly. Just can't catch a break. What do I need? Some there. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let's just paint it. Hey. I always like it when that works. That was cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're just paint it. Rotate. Good enough. And now let's find the hip. And I got a feeling this is going to be a disaster. But let's grab the sash here, and let's go ahead and try painting this. So, whoa, what just happened? Double click my paint skin weights tool, and let's find the sash. Sash. All right, and okay. So let's, before we go crazy with this sash, what we will do is grab a bunch of stuff. So let's grab all this stuff. There ain't nothing there that sash needs to mess with. Double click the paint skin weights tool. Let's find sash. We're going to set that to 0, flood. Set that to 0, flood, and set that to 0, flood. Sweet. So we flood out those items. Now we're going to grab the bottom vertices here, hold shift, grab that sash, and let's double click the paint skin weights tool, find sash, and move the value to 1, flood. Alright, now what we're going to do is I'm going to select sash 1, which I know is like right here, and I'm going to paint like that. Right? And then I'll grab sash 2, and then we'll paint just the bottom. Let's give that a test. So we'll grab sash, rotate that, grab sash 1, what's the issue here? And then grab sash 2. Okay, looks like there's some issue, so let's grab all of these bottom verts here. Hold T to make that go away. Double click our paint skin weights tool. We should still be on sash 2 and flood. Let's test it. Oh my goodness. Doesn't look like a huge problem. So let's grab these verts. That vert, hold shift, and that vert, and these will be flooded to sash 2. Let's test. Yay! Got it. Cool. Alright, Control S for save. And now let's focus on some legs. So we'll grab this piece and move it out. Oh my goodness. Not cool. Really don't want that to happen. Okay, so let's... He's going to do the same thing, isn't it? Alright. Well, we're going to have to do the legs on their own, so... Joints, let's go again with all this good stuff. Double click the paint skin weights tool. Let's find our leg. We're going to flood that out. Our knee, flood it out. Our ankle, flood it out. And our toe, flood it out. Okay. Now let's go to, so that was our, flood out left leg, flood out left knee, flood out left ankle, flood out left toe. All right. Now, let us find. Let's get this. Okay, so select the leg, shift, and use my greater than tool, and that's fine. Really don't need the ankle. but this bone is fine. And let's double the paint skin weights tool. Make sure we're on the right leg, which is going to be not that leg, but this leg. And we will move the value to 1 and flood. And let's go here. What is the problem? Let's paint. Double click my paint skin weights tool and put that out. Okay, cool. Right. And so let's test this. I don't think the knee is going to do a whole lot. Right. So need to paint some knee stuff. How are we going to do that? All right. Double click paint skin weights tool. Let's find the left knee. Now left knee is 100% going to move this. That all will move with left knee. Now let's do some 0.5 action here. And we'll just get the rest of the knee. Do that, do that. And I'm seeing some bad stuff happening, but we'll just give this a test and see how this works out. Okay, let's just try that. I don't hate it. There's some problems, but okay. Let's move on. Double click the paint skin weights tool and find left ankle here. This is going to be value of 1. And let's just paint left ankle here. All right. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and do the foot. So actually, left ankle needs to be all this. That is left ankle. And I'm just blown away at what kind of a mess this mesh is in. I'm just embarrassed by what the modeler has done. I'm embarrassed. It's actually not bad. Okay. Alright, so we have, oh my God. really didn't want, okay. All right, you know what? We're gonna do this a different way because this is just, it's not gonna work with paint skin weights. So, let's, select all this. Cool. All right, so double click your paint skin weights. Let's go back to left leg and we're just gonna go ahead and flood that. And now let's go to the knee. So in this case, let's deselect, control deselects this stuff. Let's focus on the knee, and you know what we're gonna do? Let's just go ahead and double click our paint skin weights tool, find L knee, and we're gonna do a value of 0.5 flood. So now rotate this. Okay. That was the wrong. Okay, undo that. Double click your paint skin weights tool. Let's go. Actually, we're not gonna do that. We're going to get rid of joints and hold Control and deselect these vertices. And then double click the paint skin weights tool, find the left knee, and we'll flood that. That should work a little bit better. Right. Okay, cool. And then get rid of joints. Go to vertex, select the foot. Double click the paint skin weights tool, go to left ankle and all the way value flood, and then we'll come down here to just the toe. And let's try it without these. Double click the paint skin weights tool, click left toe. Let's try this. Bring back joints. Okay. Rotate that forward. Okay. That's a problem right there. That's good. Why is that rotating? Why is that rotating? What the? Okay, so we're gonna do, I don't know why the knee is being affected by the ankle and the toe, but we'll go ahead and fix that by zeroing out the ankle and the toe from the knee, because that's just ridiculous. Okay. I guess we will select, hold T, tap T. Select these items, double click, and I guess this can go to knee. I don't know why this isn't. There we go. Okay, sweet. And really what we can do is give that top loop some of the knee. This is such a pain, but it's like that top loop delicate paints and weights tool. We'll give it 0.5. I guess. Is that too much? Let's test it. Nope. Not too much at all. And then this is good to go. Sweet. Alright, Control S for save, and let's move on to leg number 2. And we have our process now, so did I flood out this leg already? I think I did. Let's test it. Nope. Okay. So hide the joints. Come up here and let's select some boots. Come in here and shift and control, select the knee and greater than tool. And let's test the leg. Okay, still have some. This control and select at the same time. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure what part of let's go did you not understand. Okay. So, first steps first, we are working with right leg now. Move it all the way and flood. And, man, I can't even remember what we did with the knee at this point, but let's figure it out. So, I believe knee, gosh. Actually, so what we're going to do is deselect these items. Yeah, deselect these items and deselect these items. Knee. Okay, yeah, knee doesn't affect that. And knee won't. It does affect that, but like 100%. Right. So double click paint skin weights tool, find the R knee, move value to 0.5, and flood. And then what we need to do is give 100% of those items to the knee and test. And that's looking pretty good. All right, so let's do the rest of this. So joints. All right, so this whole foot can 100% go to ankle. Right, so let's test that. Oh, right. So the issue we had before was this. Some of that needs to go to knee. So we'll select this. Select this, select this, select this, and there's, I know, an underside. Select that, select that. and this will do 50% to knee. Bring back our joints. See how I'm like constantly testing? What is that? And not sure how. Oh, you know what? I am sure how. Because this skeleton is a mess. Mess. Okay, double click our paint skin weights tool. There we go. Do the same operation. This time, tap 5 on my keyboard. What just happened there? Perfect. Now we just need to do the toe, which will be super easy. Toes are really, really easy. T to make the manipulator go away. Hold Control to deselect those. Double click the paint skin weights tool. Find the right toe. Why does that right toe have stuff going on there? Don't know, but let's make that not the case. So select all this stuff, double click my paint skin weights tool, find there we go. Just hold Control to deselect that. Double click my paint skin weights tool. Let's find the right toe. Set my value to 0 and flood. Now let's test. Awesome. Alright, so got this, and got this. Boom. Control S for save. Alright, we got some legs. We got some hip. We got some, oh my gosh, really? What else is moving that? That's moving that? Oh, yes. Awesome. Sweet. Okay, so for whatever reason, Sash is moving knee. So I'm going to right click select knee. Double click paint skin weights tool. It's already on 0 down here. Find Sash, flood, Sash, flood, and Sash. Not sure why that happened. But, you know, sometimes stuff happens and you just don't know why. Nice. Control S for save. Okay. So I believe we got this all worked out. That can go away. Let's fix that. That is spine 1. So let's select this, double click on the paint skin weights tool. Let's find spine 1. And it looks like there's a bunch of stuff here, so let's paint that out. Yeah, let's just paint it out. All right. Let's test some more stuff. So this should be yes for the most part. Man, this guy is almost done. The only problems that we have, I believe, to be some fingers. But to be honest with you, if his sword and shield are always connected like this to the object, it really doesn't matter. So this would be the case where like sometimes you want to get it in the game and you're just like, man, I just want to get this in the game. And this guy is good to go here. Let's go ahead and save this for now, and we'll do controls next time.